In this video, I'm going to show you an unlimited black powder glitch. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei. Now, this is a bit of a funny glitch. You can use this to farm black powder, unlimited quantities of black powder. You can only carry 999 at a time. You should be able to farm close to that in about an hour, but the big but is that I think that with the current money glitches at the time I'm recording this at patch 1.11 or 111, so the 11th patch in October 24th, 2025, I think that you could get money and buy black powder more quickly. But this is so funny. It's used the horse glitch. You can also get into Joku Castle here a little bit earlier. It is story locked. Based on the Oni storyline, you have to get fairly deep in the Oni storyline to get into this castle. You only need 180 black powder to get 100% of the upgrades, and it's only for the bombs that you get from Ina the bomb maker, the flash and the scorch bombs, and then the kunais from Hannah the farmer in the Teshia Ridge. Besides that, it's just used for ammo, which is a fairly constant demand. Like I said, you should be able to roll in money and buy enough black powder if you're not looting enough. So I would do this for giggles mostly. So to take advantage of this glitch, you need to use the wall glitch or the gate glitch using your horse. So for that, you need to have the jump off the horse skill, the triangle. So I think that's the end of the horse skill tree. See my video about this glitch, which is linked in the description, and I think I'll put a card for it for more explanation of how to do this glitch so you can jump through gates. But this is probably the best gate that I know of that you can actually get stuff through. So there's some lootables that you can get here at the Joku Castle, but they have a guy that shoots you when you get close to the Joku Castle in the Ishikari Plain, and that's the guy we're gonna loot. So that's the glitch. We're going to pile this guy up because he respawns, and you don't have to restart at the next checkpoint. They just keep on coming. So it's pretty funny because you'll just have piles and piles of this guy that you've slaughtered, and he doesn't fight back once you climb up his tower. So to get through the gate, you need to take your horse and then mount the horse and then quickly jump off the horse with triangle. So when you're on the horse, you use triangle to jump off him. And ideally, I think you draw your bow. In this case, I did not draw my bow. I actually had my spear drawn, and that was enough to get me through. You kind of just want to get the camera angle so it kind of pops you through. Useful. So I try to adjust the camera angle to that. It took me about 20 minutes to get through the gate like this. So like I say, this is not this. When I say that this is a 36,000 coin per hour if you're consuming the black powder, or it's a 12,000 coin per hour if you're selling the black powder and converting it into metal. It's like 4,500 per hour if you are selling the black powder to Rand for her crappy 5 coins. You get 14 coin if you go through the metal. I'm saying that assuming that you're through the gate. Once you're through the gate, I don't know how long it's going to take you to get through the gate. Depends on your skill of jumping through these gates. For me, it takes a little bit of time after some practice. This is from Jonathan 03. I think he speaks Portuguese or Spanish. I'm not quite sure, although he writes his titles in English. I'm assuming it's a he. He does a lot of the wall glitch. He's got a lot of videos about the wall glitch. And this is the first one I saw that he found something to loot that's interesting. But he also does kind of weapon type manipulations that allow you to traverse the world faster. So I think his stuff might be of interest to speedrunners. I'm not a speedrunner by any stretch of the imagination, but he's got an interesting channel. You should check him out. Since we have a money glitch that is 200,000 per hour at the Suspicious Thicket, you know, it doesn't make a ton of sense to not buy black powder and farm coin, but this is fun anyways. So So once you've jumped through the door, so you're going to mount the horse, R2, press triangle, preferably draw your bow. I didn't draw the bow, I used the spear in this instance. You're going to get through the door, and then once you're through the door here at the Joku Castle, then you climb up the tower. You can either grapple up the tower or you can take the ladder, and then up the tower is going to be the guy that's been shooting you as you approach the door. When you're close to the door, he won't shoot you, but when you're like approaching it, he shoots you. He took half my health and I had a pretty big health bar, so you should you should be prepared to have to reinforce your health with spirit. But once you're close to the door, you should be okay. Once you get up to his tower, you just kill him, and you don't even have to restart. There's no restart at the next checkpoint or anything. He just keeps on coming. A duplicate of him keeps on coming, because the game has to have a guy there. If you shoot him, they keeps on shooting you, so you stay away from the castle until the story progresses you to that part. So they had a kind of a similar thing in Ghost of Tsushima. You got near the castle and they would shoot you so fast, you would die so fast. This is kind of a similar mechanic, and so this guy is the mechanic. He's got his rifle, and his rifle does a good bit of damage, and he needs to keep respawning. Even if you shoot him with your bow, there'll be a new one that replaces him. And so you just take, but he won't bother you if you're in the tower. So that's why I can like play the shamisen and all this other stuff. And so I think you could get 900 black powder in an hour, which at current exchange rates, if you're selling to Rand, she gives you 5 black powder. And then if you're going to the Ainu merchant selling your black powder for metal, then just make sure you don't go over your $9.99 metal stores when you're doing this. So you have to make sure you can oversell to the Ainu merchant, and then you can go to $9.99 and you basically wasted everything you have. So you go to the Ainu merchant, sell your black powder, get that for metal, you get 2 metal for each black powder, then sell your metal to either Taro or the dye merchants. There's actually several merchants that have a similar selling inventory, and they will give you 7 coin per metal, so that ends up 14 coin per black powder if you're selling. Now, if you're just consuming black powder, you'd have to pay 40. So that's why I say it's worth more to you if you're consuming black powder than if you're just selling it for coin. But even at a price of 40, you're going to get more black powder farming coin than this. This is just kind of for giggles. There's a few other things like linen and coin that you can loot at this place, but there's not a ton of stuff that you're gonna get from this location. And I wasn't able to call my horse to get deeper into the location, so I don't know, maybe I was doing that wrong. So I wasn't able to get past the second gate. I was only able to get past the first gate. So let me know in the comments if you were able to get past the second gate. Subscribe to the Linus Wilson channel. We give you the secrets to crush Ghost of Yotei. Let me know if you found any other interesting gates that you can get through and get some good loot. Subscribe.